Hi, this is Ronnie. I'm at the Woodstock Fruit Festival 2014, sitting with Katy Craine. How are you?
Doing really good, Ronnie.
Yeah. So, who are you and what's your story and why did you end up at Woodstock Fruit Festival?
I'm Katy Craine, and I was thrown into a raw vegan lifestyle at an early age. I was 7 years old, and my mom read a bunch of books, and we got vegan, and then we went raw, and it changed my life, and it changed the way that I interacted with other people. And then I started to be kind of sick because I was eating a high-fat diet, and it stopped working for me. And I looked for more answers, and my mom actually, again, she found the answers, and it was the 80-10-10 diet. I read that book, and that's what brought me. I mean, I went to one of Doug Graham's retreats, and that just like started the whole cycle of. I've just been festival hopping since then. Right. I'm an addict.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, what do you do now with your life? What do you spend your time doing? What are your passions?
I travel a lot. I travel to do festivals, like the UK festival, and this festival working in the kitchen to make some kind of awesome low-fat cuisine with fresh fruit and vegetables. And I illustrate, and that's kind of my main gig right now, but it feels like I do a lot of things, a lot of thinking.
Yeah, so you've worked on a bunch of books and projects and things like that?
Yeah, I guess the authoring thing is sort of a new thing for me.
Right.
Being an author of recipe ebooks and, yeah.
The Simply Delicious stuff?
The Simply Delicious, yeah. Simply Delicious raw or 80-10-10 recipes.
Well, you were at the UK festival, and Katy was basically in charge of all the food and the menus and the volunteers that were doing the food and everything else. And I think everyone was just blown away by what you did. I was completely blown away because I've been to a lot of different events and festivals and things, and I don't think it's ever been better than the UK Food Festival. And you were in charge of everything. I mean, honestly, so I guess what I want to say is, are you available? Do you have services or whatever available to people that might want to put on events, or might want to have a personal chef? You know, maybe someone has a yacht or something they want you to come and work on for a while, or I don't know. Maybe just they want to consult with you on how to do these things, or are you available for these kind of opportunities?
You know, I'm a pretty open person right now. I really appreciate. I feel like I didn't pay to go to college, but I feel like I'm going to university in life, and so I'm usually willing to try something out and see if it works and see how I do with it, and keep doing it if it serves me, and then stop doing it if it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm open to all kinds of possibilities.
And do you have a website or blog or anything like that you can share?
My website is non-existent. And I have a YouTube channel, which I haven't put a lot of videos on, but feeling it coming.
Right, you're working on it.
And that's Katy Like Kiwi.
Katy Like Kiwi.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And finally, or maybe not finally, but what inspires you to stay living a healthy lifestyle, and what can you share that with people? What's your main inspiration, I guess? Or is it different for you because you were sort of brought up that way? Or?
No, it's definitely because I learned.
Right.
I learned myself. I had to choose for myself. I saw what it was like to treat myself with something that wasn't optimal, and it was like removing myself from, like, stepping away from like the core of my heart, my emotion, my soul, or like my happiness. Like, I feel like I keep doing it because it brings me closer to who I really am and I can feel intensely and be totally aware of what it is that is going on inside me.
What are do you have a vision for the future, or goals, or how you want your life to be in the future?
My life?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to think about the future, actually, because I just get caught up in how wonderful things are now. I mean, but this is my dream, is to bring together this community on like a daily, forever kind of basis, like to bring us together where we can all just share life together, and not just 2 weeks at a festival. You know, let's make the festival 365 days. You know, out of the year, and we can. I just think that there's so much potential if you bring a bunch of these people together to make just like such a fun world, you know.
So what's your highlight been this year? I think you're leaving soon.
Yeah.
Woodstock.
My highlight, it's always just the connections with people, like just being with people and just doing things with people here, like the high ropes course, like just experiencing that thrill. You're like 100 feet in the air with your besties, you know, traversing difficult terrain, like on ropes and stuff. You're like in this like extreme situation, but you're with like the most supportive people you've ever met. So it's just
awesome.
So it's the perfect environment for growth.
Cool. So you recommend people you've been to a lot of events, you think people should get out there and come to these events more?
If you want to expand your view of the world and meet people that you'll never forget, then yes.
Wow, that's excellent to finish on. So like, share and subscribe to this channel, and Katy's stuff is Katy Like Kiwi. If you really want to get in touch with Katy and you can get in touch with me, and I'll try and get in touch with her for you or whatever. And that's how it'll go. So thanks, Katy. We'll probably see you back next year, hopefully in UK, if you're available.
Thank you, Ronnie, and I'd make myself available for that.
Thank you.